Hello, my friends. Archbishop Richard Forskin here. Yes, I have my long sleeve outfit on here today to accent the white lining on the priestly outfit. Today, the topics are not going to be biblical unless we fall into that way. Uh, I wanted to know if any of you had a problem with BooTube. Yes, the Archbishop has been harassed by BooTube the last few days, saying that the Archbishop has put up comments that have been removed because they may have gone against community guidelines. And if the Archbishop continues doing this and putting these comments up, worse things could happen, like the channel could be taken down and such. How many of you have been having these same problems? It seems that BooTube, I like to call YouTube BooTube. Sorry about this lighting. It starts up. This is a very poor camera system. BooTube is offended somehow at certain comments that me and you make, but it refuses to tell us what we said, so we don't know how to go about repenting from our sins so that we don't make the same mistakes or sins again. So what should we do about this? Well, I'm trying to figure out who is reporting the Archbishop. Is it YouTube bots that try to make controversy? What do you think? Or is it just some rats out there in the YouTube community that just like to report us for saying or texting our thoughts the best way we can in text? So therefore, I am going to speak some of the things that I may have said that were offensive to bots or people out there. And because it's my channel so far, if it isn't taken down, then maybe we won't go against the textual community guidelines. For instance, I saw a channel and it was saying some things about Bruce Springsteen. Well, finally, I see some people that didn't really care for Bruce Springsteen's music, and they were cutting it up pretty good. So I added to it and agreed that I think, and I texted with my special language with Z's on there, so that they couldn't get me in word-wise phrases. So I said, yes, and if anybody doesn't like this, feel free to comment, because I can remove your comments or block you without even having to report you like these nasty folks or bots have to the Archbishop and probably other. I wrote down and texted that, yes, all Bruce's music sucks. SUCKZ, sucks. Yes, you know that I like to put Z's on things to be original, to show that it's the Archbishop in his playful ways, so that I can be extinguished. There's no hiding. The Archbishop doesn't hide when he sends you holy, eternal, omnipresent greetings, cousins, sistrins, brethrens, and earthlings. No, he lets you know he's there to entertain you. At the same time, get you to think, and to think outside the boxes. It seems to me that YouTube and their AI system wants to keep us in a programmed and a more particularly programmed box. You see, it's programming us to give away or be afraid to textually speak the way we want to. And it's a slow process, but before you know it, you won't have freedom of speech. You'll be offending anybody just by saying hello the wrong way. So yes, let me repeat that again, if that was the comment. I don't think it was. Bruce Springsteen's music, to me, I believe, I think, I feel, it sucks. I don't even like his voice. I don't even like his voice. It sucks. That's the Archbishop's opinion. If you don't like it, write it down in the comments. I don't care. You see, YouTube has a lot in common with the God of Genesis. You see, he sets it up with the snake in the garden so that the snake tricks you into doing the thing that the god of the garden wanted you to do anyway, so he could give you a, "You've done wrong now, you owe me big time." And the YouTube does the same thing. They have these bots all over the comment section. And if you offend one of these bots, they report you to BooTube. Because YouTube wants, in my opinion, my strong opinion, YouTube just wants to commercialize the system, the AI system, for themselves. It doesn't like real people with real, original, personal ideas. No. Because you can't control that, can you, YouTube? So, maybe the Archbishop's last video for being so original. And then there was another atheist channel. He wrote down, I don't know how he grew in like 3 weeks. He grew from a few hundred to 21,000 subscribers now. And I think the guy is boring as shit. Oh, it's spelled Z-H-I-T-Z. All right. Shit. So he said, he gave about an 8.5 minute speech on something about religion. What do you think? Well, I found that he was repeating himself every 5 sentences, just rephrasing his wording. I could have said that in 1 minute and 15 seconds, what took him 8.5 minutes. So I put down what I thought. I just said, I'll just put it real simple so I don't get in trouble. I just put what I think. Repetitive. You're repetitive, man. Some of you atheist channels are so King boring. That's spelled V-U-C, capital K, as in king, I-N-G. Boring. There, that's another one. Did I get in trouble for using the word repetitive? Hey, I was straight to the point, not offensive. What else? So, if, and this proves that YouTube doesn't care about fixing the problem, they want to get rid of real people. If they want to fix the problem and they say that you've made comments that go against it, write the comment down that we did so we know not to do it again, YouTube. Do you hear this, or is this an AI system that just tosses things around and regurgitates crap over and over in your recycling? Oh, man. And see, this is the problem with the world now. You can have a whole bunch of people being offended at this and that. Then they'll throw one bot in there. I'll use YouTube. And then they can change the whole... everybody will follow that bot. It's okay to say this now. It's okay to say this. Now we can say good things about it. No, now you got to say bad things about white people or bad things about black people. Gotcha. You're all a bunch of wacists. W-A-C-I-S-T. You're all a bunch of wacists. Now, I didn't say the R word. Oh, and then the other thing comes with, I'm so tired over the years of certain words you're not allowed to use now, but yet YouTube allows you to say and all these other words and show people getting beat up and this and that, or laughing at somebody getting cut in half on a railroad track, or somebody getting kicked in the leg and falling down the hill, and somebody will laugh because their knee snaps. But you can't write your simple opinion of, I think Bruce Springsteen's music sucks, okay? Or whatever it was, because you didn't tell me what I did wrong. So you want me to do it again because this guy speaks his mind, or so-and-so speaks their mind. We need to get rid of those kind of people. They're not following the program. And like I said, it's modern-day Moses in disguise right before our very eyes. Pretty soon, you will give up all your rights, atheists, religious, and so-called skeptics. Yes, just those atheist things that never questioned the great TP Horton Event 19's agendas. Never questioned it. Ran into the bunkers right away, and their thunkers got stunkered. They got on the sleigh. Never heard them question it yet. And the things they would do to you. Oh, okay, here's the other thing about the mask. Some idiot complain about the ice. Why did they have the mask when they're doing COVID? They didn't like the mask, but now they let ICE wear it. You can change that around into reverse, okay? That was probably a bot just stirring up trouble anyway. Well, come on. How many masks did you need before they worked? And if they worked, why did I have to wear mine? Especially after you had the shot that worked, and then you had another one 6 months later. Oh, I never said it cured it. If you look at the COVID idiot video, it was everything I said that was going to happen during the Great TP Hoarding Event 19. I was right on every spot. So, shut the fuck up! So-called skeptics. Minds became septic. Hiding in their bunkers, their thunkers got snunkered. Anyway, this might be the Archbishop's last video. It's modern day Moses in disguise. Right now, I got to show that shot right before your very eyes. Slowly but surely. Oh yeah, there's another thing. Now they get the cameras. They're advertising cameras that you can all get. You can see from the sky if somebody lost their shoe in your neighborhood. My son lost his shoe. Or my daughter lost her shoe. Or someone lost their purse. Well, just zoom down in your neighborhood. You can find your shoe if you lost your shoe. Or where'd they park my stolen bicycle? Just zoom down. It could only be used for good, right? There's no way your neighbors would be spying on you. Now everybody's going to know my fishing spots. They probably were already practicing, watching the one-eyed farmers were watching me fish on the lakes when I was out there in my remote spots in my kayak. Yeah. Yeah, you know, when you're in a good spot and you got to pee so bad, and you got all the equipment, and you're stuffed in a little kayak, and you bring your special Gatorade empty. You save the empty one so you can pee, okay? And so you got to sit up like this in the kayak. Nobody's around. You're in the middle of nowhere. You got to watch out for the bears and everything. And you got to do that quick Gatorade thing, you know? Jeez, I'll never make it to the shoreline in time. Besides, I got all this gear and I've got a pile of fish all on my legs down there. A bunch of crappies and bass and bluegills and yellow perch. So you pee in the jug just like you people do in your cars. You know it. But now you can't do that. They'll be zooming in on the Archbishop's. Look at the size of that thing, you know? They'll be zooming down from the sky. They'll be sending it off. Doing all kinds of scandalous things with the Archbishop's. Sounding the alarm on the Archbishop. Anyway, YouTube. If you want to stop people from making the wrong comments and stop them from their freedom of speech or freedom of thought, because it's actually text, then tell them in the text comment, we found your comments. Tell them what the comment is so that they can stop writing those kind of comments, instead of having us guess what kind of sin we're performing. If you really care, but I really don't think YouTube cares, and that's why I call YouTube BooTube. These little scares, so you just stop doing the little sins, and then you got to imagine, what can I be doing wrong? I mean, just because I don't like Bruce Springsteen or I think someone's repetitive isn't necessarily harmful, is it, to tell someone they're repetitive? It might be repetitively good, but it wasn't. It was very boring. But I didn't put that part on. I held myself back. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say. BooTube, you got to get your... You got to get the platform going so people can still have freedom of speech. You see, what's happening is, slowly, the object is to take away humans' freedoms as more botomics come in. Robots, botomics, so that you'll have less rights to speak because you wouldn't want to offend the upcoming agenda. So-called skeptics, your minds became septic, and they continue to be if you still can't see. Back into your bunkers, fools. Archbishop. I'm sure I missed a lot. Anyway, at least the BooTube guys, when they, tell you about your sins, they can't send you to an eternal hell. They can just take you off of BooTube. Supposed to be the Bible guy would send you to eternal hell, but even that's debatable now. Just talk to Kirk Cameron and Ray Comfort, Christian Chair. Oh, Ray Comfort, you ever seen? Did you ever listen there for it? Yeah, because God made it so, to make sure He could keep all this crap going. He made sure it would continue. Built-in lust. I could go on and on. What a ridiculous atheist, religious, and so-called skeptics. All of your minds have become septic. Freedoms are dwindling away while you're fighting against other humans. The human rights are getting smaller and smaller, and you don't see it happening. I know some of you do. But I'm done. Done enough for now. If I'm still here later. Archbishop. Bye.